let's just say you want to get ready to take a trip. You're on a nice drive, and for whatever reason, you have an older model vehicle that does not have an entertainment screen or an infotainment screen, as you want to call them. Today, we are getting ready to look at the one and only Carpuride. Now, I have understood that at the end of the day, this device is supposed to help you with everything from music to navigation, and it does it both like Apple CarPlay or for those who have Android. And you can set this up really well. It's basically your entertainment for an older model vehicle, right? I am thinking on a different term. Whereas if you're in a car riding, even if you have your infotainment center, I feel like it is a backup to those who have kids that are in the back seat, or maybe even other people that may want to watch something different. This allows you to do something that most cars legally should not be doing. And that's watching YouTube or Netflix or any of those other apps that are out there right now. Most of the time, the legal way is you have to be in park in order for those things to work. Well, this works exactly like a tablet. So yes, you could say, well, why don't I just buy a tablet and I just, let my kids get it or whatever. That is true, you could go it. However, this gives you the whole CarPlay mechanism. And Carpuride, shout out to them. Thank you, number one, while I talk about this real quickly. They have sent me a device to try. Now, most of my cars do have an entertainment system, GPS and all. But I do have a vehicle that does not, which I'm trying it out in that as well. First, I'm in my Lexus because at the end of the day, I wanted to give this thing a good push and take a ride and see exactly what it is. I have it currently set up in a position where I have it in the CD deck and it has not fallen. But they also have come with things like a windshield mount, which I think is the best way to have this. Now, granted, do I think you'll be using it all the time while you're driving? No, because I do suspect at the end of the day that it still may be illegal to have that movie playing while you're driving in certain states, right? But you will use it just like you would any other navigational system, and you get the benefits of being able to play your music either Bluetooth or via an audio jack. So I am getting ready to break down a couple of these features that I enjoy on it and kind of show you something a little about Carpuride. I feel like it is a device that if you are running around here right now still without one, you're not going to miss out. With this device, you can kind of plug and play wherever you want it to go, and you'll enjoy it. So let's get into it real quickly. I'm doing this just for the video. Alright, so when this video first came on, you kind of saw how it starts up. That's once you start the car. It's off the entire time until you start the car. That's how it's powered. It is powered by your cigarette jack right here. Just for reference, yes, you get a power cord that goes into your cigarette and then it also comes with an audio cable. So you have a coax cable, so if you do have a place where you can put like any type of audio, you can utilize that for the sound, and I'll get into everything else. Alright, so let's talk about the setup of this device. Now once you're in, as I just said, you're on that home screen, right? The home screen will allow you to do a lot of things, which it's kind of doing right now. So let me turn that down because I started the car back up. But the easiest way to really get started is to start by Bluetooth, because this can be all done, once your phone is connected to it and you have some type of signal next to it so that it knows either A, you're just trying to play music, or you want to do CarPlay. So to get started, what you're going to end up doing is you're going to hit Bluetooth, right? And you're going to get into manage, and of course you'll set it up just as plain and simple as you would doing pairing any device to anything, like from your phone or stuff. And once it's connected, you get connected. It'll attach with your phone. You can make phone calls. You have your contacts, and of course your music, right? Pretty simple on the Bluetooth side. So what you're going to end up doing, is you press play, and it'll play everything that you have through here. You can go back to contacts. Now, once you get back to your home screen, the best portion of this right here, to me, comes CarPlay. But before we get to that, let me talk about how the audio transmission works, okay? So audio transmission is how you want it to come through. You have native audio, which is through the device itself. You have aux, which is that cable cord I told you that can go into your aux center console if you have one. FM radio. It's a little bit harder to pair, but if you ever had one of those tapes back in the day, you could press in the tape and connect it to the audio jack, and you can get the sound from there. That's how you would do that. You have Bluetooth transmission and then Bluetooth projection. And normally what you want for the Bluetooth projection, that just kind of plays through the sound within the device itself. Bluetooth transmission is what allows it to play through the car. It's really cool, really simple fix. Now the other thing that they do have is they have a USB side, which I'll talk about, and the things that are on the device and features within it in a second. On your file device, you can click on this, and if you had a USB in here connected as local storage or an SD card, you really could utilize anything that's on here, whether it's video or audio or pictures, however you want to do it. It works really well from that end of it as too. Then of course you could turn the display off. CarPlay, Android Auto, which is just like CarPlay, and of course your apps. Your apps are located here. So as I was saying before, quick, simple update for anything that you wanted to do from a Bluetooth standpoint. If you were looking to go into settings here, this is where you turn on all your Wi-Fi and your Bluetooth enabled, and this is what allows it to just semi connect as soon as you get into turning the car back on. This right here is your tab. This tab just opens up things and allow you to get to whatever the last app or applications you were on. You can clear them all out like this. Really simple. Alright, so this is the sound quality right now from the actual device connected Bluetooth to the car. Not bad. So, that's that. If we want to play it through the device, all we have to do is click here and change the audio transmission, and the audio transmission will go Bluetooth and allow it to come straight from the device, which the device doesn't sound too bad at all. So, as I was saying, you click Bluetooth, get it set up. I took the audio cables out and I just put it on the regular device. And fat. Again, this is all coming from just Bluetooth transmission, not using anything else to do anything, just Bluetooth transmission. Now, if you want to get even more fancier with things, you can go into CarPlay. You can get it set up that way, which, as you can see right then and there, it took all of, I don't know, maybe 15 seconds to connect all the way. Like, everything is here. And GPS, all that.
In the group with you, the DYC, and someone with a 915 area code. Sam said thank you all again for making the trip.
Now, I did get stopped there for a second, but yeah, And that's because one of the other good features about this right here is your text messages. It'll read the text messages to you if you click on it. So you don't have to worry about reading it from the screen. It will read it out loud and it will come through the Bluetooth player. It works all simultaneously. And now it looks exactly like CarPlay. You have your Google Maps on here. You got what you're playing. And if you want to go back, you click the button and it gives you just the main thing. You got your text messages, your phone calls, music if you want to change.
Good morning, son. Wake up. I know it's your turn.
So again, it's definitely worth it from the CarPlay perspective if you have an iPhone. I do not have an Android phone, so I really cannot tell you how this works. But as soon as you hit exit, it brings you back to this. Again, you have apps, and I'm pretty sure you can get more apps. Now, the great thing about this is it's gonna say not connected to your internet yet, but this allows you to connect via any hotspot. So again, you could be on the road, you can turn on your hotspot and you can get whatever you want. You can get your favorite, your local things and all that nature there. I have tested it. It does work pretty good. And I'm running off of T-Mobile, so I can't really speak for anything else, but with T-Mobile it ran fine. There are other apps that you can get, but this is what it starts out with when you first get the device. So that is an easy look on how to set up. You do have your Wi-Fi capabilities on here, which again, like I said, you have to connect your phone actually via hotspot in order to get all of those apps working and things of that nature. But that's pretty simple too. Let me show you how to get to that. So if you're here, you want to exit out of CarPlay, and what you want to do is go into your settings. Once you're in your settings, this brings up all your information, which I'll show you in a few as well, but it saves to everything that you have, from your hotspots to your Wi-Fi. Like, you turn all of it on and everything is saved and good to go. Once you set it up once, you're pretty much good every time you turn this device on, if your phone is near it or if you're in your car. I mean, you can't go wrong with this price on here. So let's jump over to some of the features and things that you get inside of the box when unboxing this thing, and then let's step out and try it in the Durango and see how it is, because the Durango is an older model vehicle and it does not have the infotainment center in it. So I'll be right back with you when I get inside. So while I'm unboxing this, let's get started. This is a portable wireless car stereo. It has built-in Android 12 operating system with a 32 gig storage, a 9-inch screen. It supports voice controls, multimedia playback, and has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth capabilities with backup camera support. Now inside the box, you start out with the 9-inch screen portable wireless car stereo. And then also within the box comes an audio cable, your power supply, a base mount, and a windshield mounting cup. And that's it. Alright, so at first we're in a Lexus RC350. Currently we're in an older model Dodge Durango. And no entertainment system or anything. This is the first time hooking it up in here, and it looks like everything is still running appropriately and well, so no complaints there. Again, it's a real quick fix. I have not decided yet how I want to mount this, so yes, I still have it kind of in the wedge portion of the CD player, as they gave you a device for it. It could actually sit up here, but I think I may figure out a way to do the windshield mount, because I do think this device is good. I think you'll be able to use it, and I can run the wire down easily. So yeah, it's all working as it should. I don't think And obviously here, because this is an older model, there isn't any Bluetooth. I will be connecting the audio jack so that I can play it through the speakers. And so, let me give you some of the features and things that I like about this before I sign off. Alright, so as we break down this device, let me take some of these cords out really quickly. Alright, so this Carpuride, it's not a big device at all. It is a regular 9-inch tablet size touchscreen, and it's very lightweight. Now also the cord that I just took out from the power supply of 12 to 23 volts, you could find one for home use, and this could be set up almost like an Alexa show or anything like that. Like it's really light, and you could use it as that same thing while you're at home. This is being advertised as a device for your car, which makes it suitable for on the go. But let's just say you don't want to leave it in your car. You want to have it as a stand to show pictures, maybe even whatever you may want to, because there's a lot of little small features that this thing has. So yeah, so essentially you have USB on here. So you could use a USB device to play any of the storage files that are on there. So if you want it as a photo album while playing music, you can do that as well. Like I said, I think Carpuride did one of the greatest things, because it's not just a tablet, but it supports all the features that you would use when you're out on the road. Like I said, again, Apple CarPlay. I don't have that on a lot of my tablets, and maybe there are some tablets out there that you all have that may have that, but I'm not just out there looking for it. Like I said, this is a multi-use device. It's very durable. It's sturdy. When you buy it, they give you, pretty much everything you need to kind of set it up in your car and get ready to go. It's a very, very simple setup between hooking your Wi-Fi up, hooking the Bluetooth up, or CarPlay. And as you can see, when we sat down in the truck, I had never hooked it up in the truck at all. That was the first time. And it started right back up as soon as I started the truck up. It maintained the CarPlay, it maintained my Wi-Fi signal, because it's what I use on the phone. Now, the other great part is multiple people can connect to this device. So if you don't want to use it and someone else wants to, now they can make it theirs. Or when they get in the car, they can make it for them. So it's not just, standardized for whoever's driving the vehicle for that day. So yeah, it's pretty good. There's a memory card slot as well for anything that you may want to update, or any maps or anything that you need. That is utilized as well. And one last feature that I didn't show you on this, because I don't have one, but you can connect a backup camera to it. You can run that wire all the way through to this device itself, and as it's sitting there, it can be your backup camera. So nonetheless, I think it's great. I'll put the price here, because there are certain bundles that you can buy, but just this device alone, yeah, it'll get some use. I'm gonna find a way to permanently mount this thing into the Durango, because I think it works. We we get away with Bluetooth devices, the USB to iPhone cord connect and all that stuff, but this right here is going to complete all of that for us, and not have to worry about using it. And then I'll always have a device. As long as that truck keeps on ticking, this will too. So yeah, this is the Carpuride. Hope y'all enjoyed this, and again, shout out to Carpuride for sending this out to me and this device. If you check the link down below in the description, I will have a discount for you there and take you directly to the site. And again, for all you guys that have project cars out there that are kind of running without the infotainment center, this is definitely something you can get, and it looks easily mountable. Like you could make your own space and kind of assort it into your vehicle for its daily routine. Yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that. Catch y'all on the next one.